Get ready, Humidor chapter. Get ready, Humidor chapter. Sports, Humidor chapter. Cigars, Humidor chapter. Get ready, Humidor chapter. Get ready, Humidor chapter.
And this is your man, Mr. SmokeFella in the house. Hey, I'm in the lab today. Uh, Check it out, man. We got a lot to talk about, man. We got NFL, we got NCAA, we got NBA starting up. We got a whole lot going on, man. But I did want to start the show by putting some smoke in the air for Dick Buckus, one of Chicago's very own, born and raised as a Chicagoan with the Chicago Bears, went to U of I. He passed away at the age of 80. Man, he did some great things for us back in the day. So I wanted to put some smoke in the air. Um, you know, so rest in peace, Mr. Buckets. Rest in peace. So I'm gonna get ready, get my fellas in, so we can talk these sports like we always do. But I'm gonna bring my man. It's about that time for year for him to be traveling, so we don't know where's Kevin at, but Kevin's everywhere. Mr. KDL 33, what's up?
What's happening, everybody? How y'all doing? Good Saturday morning. Let's get it. Let's talk some sports, baby. We got a lot to talk about
Hey,
today. Let's get it.
hey, for all the lefty logic fans out there, our man is out today. He got a PTO day. So he got excused absence today, so he won't be with us. But guess what? We got our, our very own DY Nemesis, aka your tribal chief, sitting in for him today. What's up, DY?
Yo, top of the morning, everybody. Good to be back here on the show. Yeah, it's a lot on the agenda today, so let's go ahead and get to it.
Hey, you can love him, but most people hate him. When he's on the show, in the shop, no matter where he's at, he mad as hell and he angry all the time. Y'all very own Chicago's unfavorite son, Angry Man, Sly Joyce. What's up?
Hey man, look here. You're right. We got a lot on the agenda. Starting DY, that chair. We'll get into that chair. You explain to me more how it happened. KDL. Look like you somewhere you ain't got no business, but that's neither here nor there. Let's go, Ben.
Hey,
How you
hey,
been?
man. I wanted to start the show off, man, talking about the whole Caleb Williams as the number one pick. It's been in the media that his dad, his camp, may say he's gonna go back to school for another year
Yeah, right.
and not come to the pros based on who got the number one draft pick. I, you know, that finger could be pointed at us. You know what I'm saying? Um, I heard rumors that he said he'll play for the Cowboys, Raiders, Vikings, Giants, 49ers. Last time I checked, ain't none of them gonna have a number one slot. How do you
Man,
guys feel about this,
Yeah,
man?
they got a
That
shot.
the last time we had this was your boy Kevin, Eli Manning,
Well, he was a
came
man.
in
Let's
and
get
was
it.
like, "Hey, I ain't playing. I'm not coming to the NFL." I mean, and basically crossed his arms like my boy Tim and said, "GFY." So,
first of all, Ben, stop. That's fake news, and I don't like you. Appreciate you getting fake media news and putting it out here for the public for us to
hey, I
use.
said it's rumored. Don't you
All
say
that
Well, I'll
is
that?
not.
kick it off. I'll kick it off.
First of all, it's not rumored.
If you a college quarterback right now, and you getting NIL money, and you watch the Bears, why would you want to go there?
Okay, all right.
Here we go.
Well,
Here we
go.
No,
We
I ain't
go.
gonna stop there. So then you watch the Arizona Cardinals. Why would you want to go there? Now, the two cities, you can live in Phoenix, you can live in Chicago. It ain't about the market. But why would you want to go there?
The two cities you attend all the time.
Yeah, right. I do.
Okay.
So ain't nothing wrong with the cities itself. But his daddy, I told y'all a couple weeks ago, y'all ignored me. I say, man, his daddy is chirping. His daddy is chirping because his son getting paid NIL money. So I'm not going to the Arizona Cardinals. They don't never get it right. I'm not going to the Bears. They don't get it right. Okay. So he could technically stay in college. They have that right now.
But he
certain
could.
Players, not everybody. Certain players have that NIL money. Now they dictate whether they come out of college or not. It is what it is. Don't get offended because it's the Bears.
Kevin.
Don't get offended.
They're not going.
He's looking at the debacle of the Bears. And I'm not even talking about, I'm not even taking shots. I'm talking facts. He's looking at the debacle, how the Bears ain't never got a quarterback right. Hey, man, why the hell? He looking at Eberflus.
Can you mute him?
He said, no, I'll stay at USC and get this NIL money. You can't be mad at him.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. I know the truth hurts. I know.
What you got, Sly? Because it seems like you want to rebut this.
I know the truth.
You want to rebut this. Let's go.
He's not making any goddamn sense.
I'm not making sense.
First of all, why the hell would you talking about a slide of a maybe $50 million or more? He ain't making that NIL money.
Regardless where you go.
Okay. Now, the bottom line is all the bad teams already got quarterbacks. Jacksonville, Indianapolis, Atlanta got to tank the rest of the season. Maybe. Stop. You need to stop, man. All that old fake news with his dad chirping. Go back. Hopefully you got a good insurance policy and don't get hurt, son. That makes no sense. If you can win if Chicago, the worst thing that can happen to the Bears is getting the number one pick. I don't even want my team to get the number one pick. If they do get it, I want to be 1-3. Trade the number one pick, get a haul for Caleb Williams for Atlanta. Atlanta gonna give you everything, and hopefully the running back. Okay,
well, they're not doing that.
Right, but they're gonna give them everything in the world. The Bears take Marvin Harrison, put him next to DJ, call it a day. That's it, man. All that what
what's your thought?
So
what's
you
your
the Bears,
on this?
you're not taking Caleb Williams?
No,
you're in position to take him?
Hold on, Kevo.
Yes,
But before you even get to that point, and I kind of agree with Sly, even if the Bears end up with that number one pick, the collateral from it might be a little bit more, might be worth more than Caleb himself. I don't know if anybody's actually watched him play or seen him play in more than one game, but he doesn't. I don't have that feeling from him like I've had with a few other guys I've seen go at the top of the draft. He is a talent. He is a special talent, and I give him that. I don't care those things about what his father said or what's rumored to be said. You don't get the option. It's a privilege to play in the National Football League, regardless of where you go. Now, yeah, everybody got their wants and needs. Of course, people would love to go to Kansas City and work for the classic quarterback gurus like Andy Reid or something like that, but it doesn't work like that. It don't work like that. You don't get to pick and choose. No matter, Eli Manning was the exception to the rule because you right here, Manning. His family got ties in the NFL dating back to the 70s.
I bet his nephew won't.
Well, we'll see when his
John Elway did it.
We'll see when his nephew gets some time to play. And John Elway's second option wasn't another team. John Elway's second option was going to go play baseball.
Well, he was the number one. He was the number one recruit.
So it's a lot different when you say I could just go play another sport. We've had those things.
Bo Jackson.
But Charlie Ward. I just think at the end of the day, continue to watch Caleb. If you're a Chicago Bears fan and you feel like, we might be sketchy on the quarterback side, continue to watch him and see if he's really worth that number one pick. We need that offensive and defensive line built up more so than we need a quarterback.
I agree. If Justin plays decent, he's not gonna he's not gonna play. If he plays somewhat decent, because these last two games, DY is an anomaly. But Mooney is not a number 2. Stop. You go get
But
Marvin
you got to
Harrison.
throw on the ball for
He
him to
can't.
be a number 2.
He threw him the ball. He couldn't jump over the receiver to get it. Marvin Harrison is 6'3". He taller than his daddy ever was, who was in the Hall of Fame. You put him over there next to DJ, put Mooney in the slot, you got an unstoppable wide receiver core now.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
bottom line,
I like that.
the bottom line is you get a haul for Caleb, or if Drake May fall in your lap, get him. He ain't a bad second option.
No.
I'll trade him to Atlanta. I'll trade Atlanta the number 1 pick because Ren is terrible, and Mike Tomlin gonna get fired messing around with Pinky. So either one of them gonna need a quarterback.
Come on, man. What you gonna do is stay off my boy Mike.
Y'all, all of y'all, man. If y'all think Bears management, let's say somehow, because you got 2 number 1s, you're gonna get the Bears pick, you're gonna get Carolina.
Okay.
If you think Caleb Williams is sitting there to be had, and the Bears are not gonna take him, y'all fools.
Why wouldn't they? We can trade the
They're
Giants
not
to pick.
trading to get. They're not trading down or none of that.
We
Now,
can trade the Giants
if they get 2 through 5, let's say
I
those 2 picks,
guarantee you we
2
could
through 6 or
trade
something.
that
Now you're
pick
talking. But if
Why
they're
wouldn't
sitting
you
there with
trade
number
to the
1,
Giants
they're gonna take
and
Caleb
take some
Williams.
of them
They
defensive
did
players
not
that y'all
draft
been using
Justin
right.
Fields. Look, man, this current regime, the fans will be pissed off. But the Bears management, they didn't draft Justin Fields, dog. I don't give a damn how well he plays.
So you
They
don't
didn't
need
draft him. And if
so you
Caleb
don't-
Williams is sitting there to be had, they're
Why was
going to
he-
take him. Get the
So-
hell over it. They're not
Ben,
trading down
hey,
for no
Ben,
damn Jake May.
Ben, hey Ben, you
They're
want to know
going
the
to take
smartest
Caleb
thing?
Williams.
You want to
I'm
know the
telling y'all,
smartest?
man.
You want to know the
Y'all get the
smartest
hell
thing
over it.
somebody said?
Everybody
You know
loves
smartest
Fields.
thing?
You want to see him do well. Fans going to be pissed off. But they're going to move off Fields. If Caleb,
Why?
because
Why?
Caleb Williams is sitting there to be had,
So
bro.
what?
This organization, the coach,
Bruh,
whether he gonna
why
be
you
here or
keep
not,
why you keep thinking you gotta take the quarterback when you had? Don't you see?
you
don't
just
you
said
see-
you would take Jake May.
But
You said you would take May. So what's the difference?
I didn't say number 1. What you fail to realize, the smartest thing somebody said that I heard: stop trying to build the team with the quarterback first. Have somebody around him and then get your quarterback. That's why Lawrence is struggling in Jacksonville. That's why all these nut quarterbacks, the Bears need a defensive tackle, which they should have took last.
They need a lot. They need a lot, no doubt. They need a lot.
Trade the number 1. If Justin Fields, if he shits the rest of the season, I get it. But if he plays decent enough, and only thing he needed was some people behind him, you send that number 1 pick to Atlanta, and you take whoever you want.
They're not gonna do that, dog. That's what I'm trying to tell you. They're not gonna do it.
Why? How you know that?
I'm not saying you wrong. I'm telling you they're gonna take Caleb Williams. That's just facts. Now you can say what the Bears need. Hell, I can say what the Giants need. If the Giants are sitting there, I'm gonna give you case in point. If the Giants are sitting there in position to get Caleb Williams, they're taking him.
Well, they should.
Now let's go down the list. We need an offensive line. We need special teams. Let's go down the list. I'm gonna address this later. But what I'm saying is, if that dude is sitting there to be had, the Giants are gonna do it, and the Bears are gonna do it.
How are the Giants?
Now, the Bears might not agree. But
How
they're
the
gonna
Giants
do it.
do that and pay 2 quarterbacks $50 million?
Yeah, that's not gonna happen.
How do you figure that's going to
just
happen?
talking, man.
Who you
He
talking about?
listening to himself.
Me
You talking about
too.
the Giants?
Yeah.
Dude, they get rid of if Caleb Williams is sitting there and they set to take him, then in March, goodbye Daniel Jones.
So who?
It's only 2 years, bro. They will give him up. It's $92 million guaranteed. I looked it up. It's
How much
$92 million guaranteed. Technically, he's on the contract for 2 years as far as guaranteed money. They will trade Daniel Jones and take Caleb Williams. I guarantee you. I guarantee you they'll do that.
If you can name one team that will take Daniel Jones right now, one team that's going to take Daniel Jones.
Somebody in the 32 team
Just name me one, Kev. Let me hear a name come off your lips.
Hell, I don't know.
You
Now,
can't.
hell, I ain't the GM. I'm just telling you what's going to happen if the Giants are in position to get Caleb Williams. Somebody will take that. So now Daniel Jones can't play in the NFL.
You know
Really?
what? That's what we talking.
He talked to himself, man. He ain't making no.
Now we ain't talk to. I'm gonna switch it up. That was NCAA. We got off into the Bears, but we're gonna come back to the Bears. But I got to talk about Kev's boy, Harden. I mean, he didn't show up for media day. He
Who boy?
didn't show up to practice. That's your boy because you hate him.
He did
Uh,
not show up.
he showed up to practice yesterday, the final practice before the preseason, their first preseason game. He showed up. He ain't
So
been nowhere. So it's like, man, what has the NBA gone to where they letting this guy do this year after year after year after year? What the hell? When are they gonna go ahead and get this man out the league and send him over to Dubai and let him play for $1 billion? Kev, I'll let you kick that off.
First of all, Harden is not my boy. I don't give a damn about. Number two, the collective bargaining agreement is coming up. I told y'all, I've been telling y'all this. I've been warning y'all this.
he asked you a
There's
question.
gonna be a lockout. Here's why. They're already cracking down on load management. They're gonna crack down on you signing $200 million contracts, and after year two, all of a sudden you're ready to get out. So you force your way to other teams. They're gonna stop that. They're gonna stop that collective bargaining. Remember, I told y'all this. Mark this show down. It's gonna be a lockout. Back to Harden. You know why Harden showed up? Because you're in the last year of a contract that you opted into. You didn't have to do that. You could have tested free agency. But you didn't do that. You opted in, and now you have to play good soldier. So you can't come in sitting out like you did in Houston and force your way out, because this is the last year of your contract. No one else is going to want you. So somebody got in his ear, and he showed up. He's playing good soldier. He's practicing. Now he's still hoping to get traded. But the only way you get traded is you have to play good soldier. You have to show up. You have to do your job professionally. You have to come in and come to practice. You have to come. Now, I don't know why he skipped media day. Maybe he got fined or not. I don't know. Because you're still part of the damn team. So I don't know. But you have to come in and play, because that's the only way. A, if they want to trade you, they will. B, you have to be in good agreement with the organization. In other words, you do your job, we'll look to trade you. But the organization is not going to trade them, because, unfortunately, you are best asset for us to contend with Embiid. We can't afford to lose you, so we're not going to trade you. We're going to tell you
Technically, they're
that, but
not.
we're not going to do it. You don't have to say nothing to the general manager, just like Scotty and Mike hated Krause. Same way with Morey. If you hate him, even though Morey put a lot of money in your damn pocket, but you all of a sudden hate him, he's a liar and all that, he's the reason you got $300 million. So I don't understand what their personal beef is, but Morey is the reason you got paid, sir. You don't have to say nothing to Morey. You owe it to your teammates. You owe it to Embiid, who's the reigning MVP. You owe it to them to show up and be professional and play basketball.
Hey,
If you get
DY,
traded, so be it.
You know,
DY, break it down.
one thing about Harden is he ain't no man of integrity. You know, gentlemen's rules don't apply when it comes to him. So him, you know, he's there for the show more so than he is for anything else. If they ain't talking about him in the media, he's gonna do something to make sure people start talking about him. That's just his MO. Or something even as simple as going to media day, he could create a spectacle out of. That's always been his MO. And probably part of the reason why he can't step up when the lights are the brightest. He's so full of himself that he feels like he's got to put on some type of show or spectacle to get attention towards himself. I'm a little tired. I'm a little weary, and I've been weary of the James Harden saga for years. Uh, I really don't care if he showed up for training camp. I don't care about any of that. He better show up the ball this year. Embiid ain't having it. You can start seeing Embiid smack cats, because little by little, that team is not only not getting better, but they're getting older. And the rest of the teams in the East are doing what? Getting a lot better. They re-upping big time. Big time.
I don't know if we can even put them in the top three anymore.
They top three when healthy. They top three.
Sly. I mean, when I say top three, okay, you clearly Boston is going to be in the top three. Uh, Milwaukee is up in the top three. That young team in Cleveland, I mean, you cannot look past them. You can't look past it.
They're not better
You
than
know,
Philadelphia, dog. Stop
yeah.
it.
But New York, the reason it's hard for me to put Philly even in the top 5 is because of this dysfunction. Dysfunction. Sly, you act like you got a problem with what I'm saying. What you got to say?
Are you saying the Knicks and Cleveland are
All
better than
three of
Philly?
y'all, all three of y'all do one thing for me. Find the nearest bridge and jump the hell off of it. Because I'm tired of Kevin. I'm tired of you. And DY, you usually be on point. And B been hurt most of his career. He kissed my ass, and he shouldn't have been MVP last year. Bottom line, point blank. The bottom line is this. Joker should have won again. Without James Harden.
And B should have been the MVP the year before, but go ahead.
That's true, Kevo.
And B, James Harden and Maxey, who's still trying to find his way on this team, is the only reason why this team is going to be any good. So stop. The bottom line is this. They fired Doc Rivers because he didn't know what to do. Finally, they bring in Nick Nurse, who actually knows how to play defense, won't blow games. Doc is right where he need to be, commentating. So stop. Boston number 1, Philly clearly number 2. Milwaukee, I mean, Drew got to pick. Drew going to stick Dame. So maybe they number 4 or 5 would be it. I don't know. But hey, stop.
And on paper, when you got Embiid,
man, do you watch basketball?
And you got Maxey, you on paper, yes, they automatically you would look and say, okay, they in the top 3. But when it comes to playing and what Harden is doing,
that's that guy.
We don't. Is he fat? Because I didn't even see what he looked like in camp. Because you know how he come to camp fat, especially when he want to get traded. So I don't know what you're gonna.
He came in in shape, man. He came in shape.
We just don't know with him.
Game, and he gonna play tomorrow. Like he know what he's doing. He's playing good soldier because he has to. Because if they trade him, it has to be okay. He got a good mindset. Maybe just things didn't work out in Philly. If he came in asshole-ish, then A, they're not going to trade him, and B, nobody's going to trade for him. So he's doing what he needs to do.
It's hard. It's hard for him to be an asshole, Kev.
Right?
History over the last 3 years, that asshole is in him, and it's hard.
The bottom line
is not in your last year, your contract that you opted into. You have no leverage.
James Harden will be averaging over 30 points a game this season.
Yeah, well, okay, I give you that because he got a ball out. He's in the last year of his contract. He's trying to get another one.
Now, I know y'all saw where Udoka came out and said, "Yeah, we thought about trading for him, but when he heard Harden's statement saying that he's going to lead the league in scoring and all of that, he was like, we don't need that. We got these young players that need to grow, and they're not going to grow in his shadow. So that's why they didn't pull the trigger on that."
Tell Udoka to stay out of the motherfuckers' DMs and just worry about coaching. Okay? So stop.
He worrying about his team, dog. He's building a team down there.
He worried about them sisters down there in Houston. That's why he there.
Stop. No, he's off limits to all staff. They put that in his contract. But that's that. What I'm saying is he's worried about his team, man, on who he's building and all that. He can't Harden, in other words, you ain't finna come in here gunning. This ain't the old Houston days, bro. It's a new regime. That's basically what they told Harden.
Udoka lucky he got that job because Houston was desperate. Okay, stop.
Man, listen. Hey, also in basketball news, I don't know if y'all saw media day for the Bulls, but Alonzo Ball, he say, hey, he gonna play again.
Y'all had a media day?
For what?
So now, I was looking into some other players that were out 900 plus games, 2 years. You had Clay. You had Sean Livingston. Sean Livingston had a horrible 2 knee injuries. Came back to play 7 seasons after I got 2 rings. Clay, he 2 years out with a ACL, Achilles, but he back balling. Led the league in 3-point percentage in his first year back. Hell, we even go back to Bill Walton, missed 900 games, came back and played 245 games. So it ain't like it ain't possible.
What do you want, Ben?
Bro, you have a degenerate knee. It is what it is. This is Brandon Roy.
Right.
This is Todd Gurley. It's unfortunate, but he has a degenerate knee, bro. It is what it is. Now, hopefully he saves his money because the Bulls got to get off from under their contract. So he's probably gonna get an injury settlement. And hopefully, hey man, invest in something going with your life. It's unfortunate, but he's not playing for the Bulls no more.
Start traveling with
You
your
can't
dad.
have 15 surgeries on the same damn knee and think you're coming back, dog. It's over. It's over. Like
His
the
knee-
Ball family, you got to come to the realization he had potential. He was a bad boy in high school and all that, but he has a degenerate knee, man. It is what it is.
And there's
You
other
got to come to, you finna walk away with millions of dollars. Invest, become a businessman. Hell, stick around the game. Do what you got to do. But playing basketball, it's over.
But what
It's
about
over.
what about LaMelo? He hurt too all the time. So
Well, he don't have a degenerate knee.
well, he do
And
not.
then live off your brother. Your brother is going to get not only the contract he got, he's young enough to get another one. All he got to do is stay healthy and ball out. So live off him. But you, sir, it's over. It's over. You got a degenerate knee, dog. It is what it is. I mean, why you keep operating on the same knee? What didn't happen last time that's going to happen now that you had the surgery again? I'll wait.
Well,
It's over. It's hard.
Well-
I get it. As an athlete, you don't. I get it. It's hard. But bro,
Hey.
somebody in his life, dog, got to be like, bro, let's just live to be productive, dog. You got
Well,
millions. A lot of people don't work with millions of dollars.
I'm gonna ask one of our resident SmokeFellas that wanted to pop in on the show. He is rolling around in the car right now, but he did want to jump in, and he probably want to jump in and talk some Bulls, some Bears, some Giant stuff. But I'm gonna let him come on in and
Goodbye.
speak on
He ain't got
what
no business
Kevin
on
had
the
to say.
Giants, but go ahead.
Big House Nation 54, come on in, man, and give me your comments on this this talk where we talking.
Why he got
What's up, fellas? What's going on with y'all today?
Why
It's a
he got
beautiful
a
day out here. Hush, fella. Hey, be quiet while I'm talking. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. It's beautiful to see all of my brothers. I enjoy you guys. You guys are probably some of the greatest brothers a brother could ever have. Now that bullshit is out the way, let's get real. Kevin, stop talking sports. You absolutely know nothing about sports. Everything you say, every time you open your mouth to say something about somebody, always go the opposite. You know absolutely nothing about football. Stop talking football because you sound like Chris Canty, and that's the dumbest statement about trading Justin Fields. All right, we're going to get back to that. All right, with this Lonzo Ball stuff, or whatever the case may be, yes, there is evidence of people being off 2 years or more coming back from horrendous knee surgeries. Horrendous knee surgeries and coming back to play. Maybe they not playing at the what they once was. I'll use one person for example, Ron Harper. Came back and then won 3 championships. Maybe they weren't in the exact same role that they normally.
He didn't have a
That's a good one.
degenerate knee, dog.
You stop. First of all, it's degenerative, not degenerate. A degenerate is a lowlife. Degenerative is what you have when you have a hereditary knee injury. Let's get that one straight.
He is right, Kev.
So now back to what I was saying before you interrupted me. Ron Harper came back and won 3 championships. And Ben already named you some others. But the only reason why you're saying that about Lonzo Ball is because he's a Bull. If he'd have been in that damn yellow and purple bullshit,
I'm talking about his knee, dog. I ain't saying about the Bulls. I'm talking about his knee.
If he'd have been still with the Lakers, you'd have been saying exactly everything everybody else is saying. So stop.
I said that when he was with the Lakers.
That's neither here nor there, in the words of you. But I just wanted to say, look, Lonzo Ball, with him having that degenerative knee injury, it's probably going to be a lot harder for him because he is a frail person. He is
Well,
a
he's going to
frail
change his
person.
game up. He's going to change his game up. It won't be the
How
same
about a
way he's
Todd
running back
Gurley
the
knee?
court.
Does that ring a bell?
House.
How about a
Hey.
Todd Gurley knee? Does that work?
House.
You're talking about two different sports. Hold on, Sly. Hold on. You're talking about two different sports. And
It's
like
the
I
same
told you,
damn knee.
you're talking about stuff you have no clue about. Stop
Now I
talking
have no
football.
clue about it.
You
But
don't
you
know
do.
nothing about football.
But
Yes.
you do, though.
Talk about
Yes.
the Giants, House. Talk about
Yes.
the
You
Giants.
know it
House.
all, huh?
Come on, man. We
But you
ain't
know
talking,
about
man.
knees
Come on,
and
Sly.
elbows, right?
Yes. Yes.
Talk about
I'm
the
on
Giants,
it.
House.
No, you don't.
Dude, I've had knee surgery. I've
Hey, we
had
in
knee
the box.
surgery.
We in the box right now, and then we
Talk
ain't
about
even
the
Did you
playing.
have a Alonzo
Talk
Ball
about the
knee?
Giants.
Did you have a Todd Gurley knee? Did you
We
have
had
a
a-
Brandon
we had-
Roy knee? No,
You
you
know what?
did.
Look, Cal, listen,
So
listen,
stop
to me. Listen.
You ain't the
Watch
know it
the
all about
stream.
knees.
Listen, Cal, listen.
And pay attention before you run into
Listen.
somebody.
Lonzo Ball had tore his meniscus. He completely tore his meniscus. And that's the reason why I have to have another surgery on my knee because I completely tore my meniscus. That's not an easy injury to come back from. It's
I get
actually easier to come back from a ACL than it is a torn meniscus. That's facts, you know. But as far as him playing at the same level that he once was, he's never going to be that. But him having a productive career where he's not going to be the focus, but he can actually help someone, he can.
House, can I say something?
Talk to me, I'll talk back.
All right, cool. House, we get the knee. All right, we done with the Bulls. I need
right,
you.
listen.
You called me the other day to tell me about the Giants, so I'm listening.
Man, you talking
Come
about the
on,
New
man.
Jersey Giants, right?
Yeah.
You know, the 1-4 New Jersey Giants who
Yes.
got blanked on national TV, couldn't even
Oh,
score
man.
a point.
I gotta take a drink of this.
The team that the state don't even want them in, so they put them across the river in another state.
I
That New Jersey Giants, knock it off, man. Knock it all the way
knock
off.
it off.
And y'all got Daniel Jones. Y'all gave that man $50 million a year.
92 million guaranteed.
We
You
did.
would have been, man, look, and I told you before, I said, y'all gave the wrong person the money. Y'all gave the wrong person the money.
Right.
Because Daniel Jones is nowhere near worth $92 million. Maybe $92, but not nowhere
But
near.
everybody knew that. Everybody knew that.
Evidently,
It's the
everybody
market.
did because y'all did.
Everybody
Y'all
knew
gave
that.
him the money.
But it's the
This-
market.
This is
He's
show
a
by itself,
quarterback.
kid.
It's
I'm
the
done.
market. But I tell you what, the Giants are not.
You
They
can't
not
keep
1-14 in their last 15 games. They ain't that. They ain't that.
You
Now they
can't.
look terrible. I get you.
Okay, now here.
But they ain't 1-14. They won coming up on a calendar year since they last victory.
Okay.
They ain't
All right,
that.
you too hollering? You too screaming?
The money
They
gonna
ain't
make
You're
this.
I'm just saying.
the first person. Okay,
They
but
ain't
you're
that.
the first person that's always talking about, we're not talking about last year. But
He
now
said,
you're the first
"Leave
person
it up."
that you want to keep bringing up last year.
Oh, we're gonna keep bringing up last year.
Right now the Bears
You
are
had,
1
hey,
and 20.
Hal, you hadn't won a game since you was a year younger. But we ain't talking about last year.
The 2023 Bears are 1 and 3. The 2023 Giants are 1 and 3.
They won it
The
for
2023
Yeah,
Giants
you're right.
have given up over 150 points in
Those
a
are
game.
facts.
The
Those are
2023 Giants
You ain't
have
got no
scored-
argument for me. Those are
have
facts.
scored less than 60 points in a game
Those are facts.
in 4 games.
Those are
So,
facts. I'm
And
not
when
arguing
we're
with you on
talking
that.
now, Saquon Barkley, you're talking about a degenerative knee, a degenerative injury. I hate it because I actually like Saquon.
But his
But-
knee ain't hurting, House.
He's out with an ankle, sir. He's out with an ankle right now. He'll be
I
back
didn't
tomorrow.
say a knee.
Yeah, he'll
I
be back
said a
tomorrow.
degenerative.
He's out
I
with an
said a
ankle.
degenerative injury. How many times have you been out with that same ankle?
Well, he ain't got
He
no
was
weight.
out with a knee. He's out with an ankle right now.
Oh gosh, man, you're
All
the
right.
king of excuses, man.
I'm
But
telling you what's
anyway,
going on. He out with an
but
ankle.
anyway, wait, okay.
Let
okay,
you two
Ken,
have
let me
y'all
say one thing.
fun, but we
Yeah,
about to
well,
get back to
Yeah, Kevin.
we finna get back to the show
Hey,
because I let
close
y'all
your
have your
window,
fun.
man.
Wait, all right.
Close your
Hey,
window.
Hal, I hope
Let me
a
say,
fly
hold on,
fly in
Ted,
your
hold on,
mouth.
quit screaming.
It ain't got out of
Hey, man,
hand. I'm
let
gone.
me say one thing
I
about.
hope
Let
a
me say one thing
mosquito or a
about the
fly
Bears.
fly in your mouth.
Ted, stop screaming. Stop screaming. Look, as far as the Bears go, honestly, that makes absolutely no sense to talk about trading Justin Fields because, like Slash said, we have to put people around the quarterback. Now we invested a lot in getting Justin Fields, and wherever everybody's talking about Caleb Williams, who's to say Caleb Williams is actually going to come into the league and be the Caleb Williams that he is in college? Because remember, there's been a lot of college quarterbacks that have come into the league and they have stunk and have completely stunk up the joint.
How about that
Whatever.
boy? How about that boy in Jacksonville?
Well, if he comes to the Bears, he gonna stink.
If he go to the Giants, he gonna mold. Now,
House.
how
How
you
about
like
that boy? How about that boy that played for Cincinnati? House. How he doing this season?
Exactly. Y'all keep putting all y'all hope and talking about, oh, it's a quarterback, it's a quarterback, it's a quarterback. No, because the quarterback can throw the ball 5 yards and the receiver is gonna run for 50. The quarterback is gonna get credit for a 55-yard play. So it's not just a quarterback, but they made the league tried to make it a quarterback league. They tried to go back to the Great White Hope and tried to make it a quarterback league, and they see what's happening to them. They're floppy. All of these young quarterbacks are floppy. I don't care what you say, they're
I
floppy.
can't take no more beer. I got to go.
Hey,
If I'm lying,
hey,
are they not?
hey, man. Hey, House, we appreciate you jumping in, man. We're gonna get back to the show. Thanks for
All right.
jumping in, baby.
Hey,
Peace
Let you
and
House,
get
love,
back
call
to
my
him back,
business,
brother.
man.
man.
Get the mosquitoes out your mouth.
Hey, I bet you a stick the Giants lose.
He do too.
Oh,
Well,
Hush Hog, I
I
hear
bet the
better.
Bears lose too.
We won
Y'all
already.
foregone conclusion.
I know. Hush Hog, I hear better. Peace, y'all. I'm out.
All right,
Man,
House, man. Thanks for jumping in, man.
I can't take these 15 minutes back. Man,
Hey, man.
Sweet's been on it all while he was on the show.
Hey, a mosquito in his mouth, Kev. Come on,
That was
man.
classic,
Come on.
man.
Y'all
I'm
cats are
still
crazy,
laughing.
man.
Man,
Y'all
man.
crazy.
Oh,
Man,
that was the best
listen,
10 minutes of my day.
man. We got the good, the bad, and the ugly in the NFL right now.
Well,
So
the
when I
Giants
say
better be number one.
Hey,
what
Slash, 7-0 Maryland, but carry on.
What?
Yeah, carry on though.
you acting like you surprised. Scott, what's up, man? Happy birthday to you out there, man.
Scott, what up, bro? We're gonna get it in a couple hours. Let's get it.
Yeah, I got to go because, man, I'm on here with y'all.
So
If I
man, the
don't,
good, the bad of the NFL right now, Cincy. I mean, 1-3. I mean, nobody expected that, man, from Cincy. And we can't even blame. Okay, yeah,
said it.
they QB got injured, with that calf, and he's
Why
not
do I say
mobile. But 1-3, man, that's just sad. You know, let's see who else is
Joe
we
Burrow hurt,
considered like
man.
you got the nobody expected the Giants to be 1-3. Let's be
That's
honest.
true.
Nobody expected them to be one
we
and three.
expected to be 0-4?
No,
Arizona
y'all
let them
know.
Nah,
back.
No, y'all talk
nobody
this shit about
expected
the
the
Giants, but
Vikings.
the year they had
Nobody
last year,
expected
you
the
did not
Vikings to
expect
be
them to
like
come out
that.
and revert back to the 2019 Giants. Y'all did not.
The
So stop
Vikings,
it.
the
Don't
They
do that.
Bengals,
Don't do
the
that.
overachieved last year.
Steelers. Nobody expected the Steelers to be this bad. I mean,
I
those
did.
are the three teams that come to mind when you talk about the ugly of the NFL. Those three teams, it's like, and we get why the Jets are where they at. So I won't even throw them in there. But those three teams, nobody expected them. We expected the Vikings to be, at the top of the North. It's
They will
just,
be.
it is what it is.
The
You
I
Vikings
know,
will
don't,
be.
I don't think anybody expected that. Most people this year, most experts call for the Minnesota to get kicked out of the playoffs this year. They weren't coming back. And I agree with you. Cincinnati probably the biggest ugly of them all. But when your quarterback hurt, shit, especially a
I'm
quarterback
giving them an excuse.
Joe Burrow.
right?
I'm giving them an
But
excuse.
now let's look at the good now. The good on the NFL, nobody expected the Texans to be 2-2.
I did.
You know, look at the Bucks. Nobody expected the Bucks to be where they
Now
at
the
right
Bucks
now.
is the biggest one.
I
You know what
called
I'm
the best
saying?
team in the division. Y'all laughed at me.
He called it.
No, he did. He did. I give him that. He did.
Hey, Ben, stop. I told you when DY said the Bucks, I told you, bottom line, that Jacksonville was going to be bad and Cincinnati was going to be last in their division. I mean, come on, but Pittsburgh taking that spot. But hey, what do I know?
Not much, but that's
And
neither here nor
Miami was
there. I
winning
can't
there.
say.
And Miami was
Jacksonville's still gonna win the division though.
Who?
Jacksonville
Never.
still gonna win the division.
Never.
So, how do y'all feel the way the Bills just throttled Miami?
I was kind of upset about that because
Well,
I think
I mean,
they have a problem called Josh Allen. Miami has
I'm
no
just
answer.
saying.
And the Bills
It was
still a better team overall. I mean, the Bills defense is better than Miami's. Miami got a flashy offense and everything, but overall, this really is the year for the Bills to take that leap, especially with Cincinnati kind of being down and out. Buffalo has to take that leap this year, and they need their Super Bowl trip. So
Kansas City, the Buffalo will lose in Miami. That was okay. They beat them at home. They did what they needed to do. Miami's still gonna win the division, and Josh Allen, when the playoffs come, is gonna choke as usual. So stop.
well, you know, the problem
Buffalo gonna
I
win the
have with
division.
Buffalo is their run game can't be their quarterback. You know,
Well, I agree with that. I agree with that.
he's
Which is why they should
their,
have went after Jonathan Taylor.
and they got that dog down there. What is it, James Cook?
No,
He
Cook
don't
brother.
get he
Yeah, he is with Buffalo. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
He is
he
with
don't get
Buffalo.
that. He don't get that pigskin 63 times a game because hell, that's Josh Allen is they running back.
Yeah, but we'll see when the winning time get here. You know, in Buffalo.
And about your Minnesota pick, I'm taking Minnesota to beat Kansas City Sunday.
Ooh.
So
Now
I just
you're not
put it
the
on
only
the
one
record.
that said that.
That's
See, I
what
want to get into the week 5 games.
You
Let's
just told
go.
me what was ridiculous last week, and I won. And you stood there with your mouth open.
But Minnesota ain't beating Kansas City. Stop it.
Okay, all right, okay.
You going in and like
Okay.
they did Booney Lee Farnsworth. You gonna
Lee Farnsworth, baby.
You gonna
They're beating them. Let's go. Let's go, Ben. Because I
All right,
got it.
week 5 games, man. Let's Sly. I'm gonna come to you first. Jacksonville versus the Bills. They in Buffalo. Buffalo was what 5.5.
Sorry,
London.
in London.
Ah, that's right. They in London. But
I'm taking the Bills on a blowout. Jacksonville, Trevor Lawrence is who we thought they were. Justin Fields has always been a better quarterback, like I kept saying. But anyway, I'll take Buffalo.
all right, DY. I'll give you the Saints and Patriots. That's an even Steven. Is the Pats still Mac Jones and the Pats gonna keep going left and getting worse
Bet.
and worse, or are they gonna, step up and actually win a game?
Well, again, the Saints got David Carr as their quarterback. I want to take New England all day.
Wow.
First of all, his name is Derek.
Same difference, same result.
And second thing, I wish I still had him because Garoppolo hurt as usual.
Oh.
Wow. Kevo, Ravens and Steelers. That's usually a smash mouth game, but the Steelers, I don't know.
Mike Tomlin too long. He need to
I'm gonna start off saying I love Mike Tomlin. That's my guy. I ain't a cap or nothing, but that's my guy. But I'm going Baltimore all the way, man. The Steelers are horrible. Watt needs to get out of there so he can have a productive career. But he'll be hurt pretty soon, per the usual.
Productive.
But look, man.
MVP.
Baltimore
can the Ravens
team
actually? When is this offense gonna kick in?
He's not supposed to be playing, but he's playing. He's not supposed to be playing, but he's going to play anyway. Baltimore's banged up, but they still beat Pittsburgh. Give me Baltimore.
All right.
Better
All right,
stick.
Sly.
I'm taking. Better stick. I'm taking. Guess who? The Steelers, baby.
Oh, Pittsburgh?
You owe me a stick anyway. You ain't never gave me my stick from the bet we made last.
Man, don't
time.
start with I owe you. Don't do that.
I
Don't
owe
do
you
that.
what?
Don't do that, dog.
We gonna have to start writing down these bets because y'all don't
Slide,
even remember.
man. Slide, hey, man, don't do that.
What bet we just
Slide.
bet last week? You forgot. But go ahead. Go ahead.
Two up and coming teams. You know, the Falcons. I mean, they look good one week and then they look trash. Then you got the Texans. I mean, with CJ and DeMarco, they coaching up something down there. So who you got?
Well, my problem with DeMeco Ryans is you forgot about Pierce. I mean, I like CJ throwing the ball, but goddamn, Lovey did run Pierce last year. At least y'all completely forgot about him. Run the ball sometime, DeMarco. Run the ball. Ritter is absolutely trash. They try to get Justin Fields, trying to talk to Bears and trading them the fields to them. So, hey, look here. You got to take the 2 Ohio State quarterbacks this week. 1-1 already. Take the other one.
All right, DY. I'm giving you the Giants versus Dolphins.
I mean, that's just dumb. Now, that's dumb.
Will this be a blowout? Because I think the Giants gonna hang in there.
I think the Giants gonna hang in there too. I mean, sooner or later something got to give for the Giants football team. I'm not sure if this is gonna be the week or not, because if Miami is gonna be one of those teams at the top of the AFC, then they've got to bounce back from losses. Like they did from last week. So I'm going to pick Miami to win this, but I think it's going to be a lot closer than people expect.
Are you high? That's all the man. That's why he got fired in Baltimore, because he blitzed. Once he blitzed to it, everybody's open. It's over. I'm taking. He don't know how to not blitz.
Y'all notice I'm not saying nothing, right?
He gonna blitz to it. And it's over. As soon as he blitz him, you're gonna see Tyreek and Waddle and Moses, who run a 4-3 to running back. They all gonna be downfield. Tua gonna hit him in 2.0 seconds. It's over. The Miami Dolphins by 30.
Let's hope he doesn't get concussed on one of those free plays.
Well, that's about the only way they're gonna win.
Hey, are we gonna see Claypool in the red zone package just for this game? I mean,
They gonna get Claypool, dude.
No, he ain't gonna play tomorrow.
Let me tell you something. How he blitzed Ben. Only thing, the man got fired from Baltimore because he don't know how to not blitz. He come right to the Giants, and the Giants have scored 3 points at home in 2 games and been blew out because of the blitz. Now you think when he gets to Miami, he gonna stop? No.
Good morning, Mimi.
Shut the hell up, Slav.
It's over. Golly.
Mimi, thanks for tuning in.
Them boys go 35. They gonna lose by 35 points minimum. Stop with the close game.
Minimum?
I ain't gonna say that. Hey, Saquon back makes the difference, brother.
Why?
Makes a difference.
Why will you go? You're gonna have to track, you're gonna have to pass the ball.
No, they don't necessarily run it. They can pass out the backfield to Saquon. He's a different maker.
We'll see.
Well, we will see. Kev, Eagles, Rams. Rams got Cup back.
You know
Cup will be back.
You know he picking.
I got the Eagles, man. The Eagles are a better team. The Rams have been balling this year. I'll give them credit. They won in Seattle, beat Seattle. So I give them credit. They're not a better team than the Eagles. Pains me to say it, but they're not. Eagles win.
All right. Sly, coming to you for this last game. Chiefs, Vikings. They in Minnesota.
Well, you
Does
just
the
told me.
Vikings actually wake up? Do they wake up?
I'm going with the Vikings to upset the Chiefs. The Chiefs are not the Chiefs. The worst thing he did was go get Tony, and it's been down here ever since. Anytime you pick up an ex-Giant, you're never going to be good. So,
damn,
the Chiefs in trouble.
They sure look good against the Bears, though.
This is the game. The Chiefs shouldn't have won last week, but they pulled it out against the Jets. They will lose on the road this time against Minnesota. I'm taking Minnesota in a close game.
Wow.
And Kirk Cousins ain't the reason why Minnesota bad. If you look at his numbers, Kirk Cousins been balling this year.
Well, I will agree with you on that one. It ain't Kirk Cousins, and everybody talking about trade him and trade him. It ain't him.
They stop nobody. So
No, because he in the last year of his contract.
He gonna get another $80 million as usual. But take Kirk Cousins. It ain't Kirk Cousins. I'm taking Minnesota though in a close one.
The Giants will take him
in a heartbeat.
So what?
Now I'm putting this for all of you guys. This Sunday night game, the Cowboys versus the 49ers. They got San Fran 3.5. This right here, battle of the defenses.
Yes, sir.
Will Purdy be able to hold up? Will your boy Sly? Will Dak be able to hold up?
Well, since you asking me, I'm taking Dak in the victory. That's my second upset. I'm taking Minnesota, and I'm taking the Cowboys to do with San Francisco. They're going to make Brock Purdy the last pick in the draft that he was. I'm taking the Cowboys in the win in San Fran.
DY, who you got on this juggernaut game?
Cowboys all day. I think.
Yes, sir.
What?
I think Cowboys defense is just too tough. Parsons got a chip on his shoulder right now. He playing MVP ball right now. Even without Diggs, their defense is still formidable. And Dak, don't nobody still want to give his brother credit. The boy's playing lights out right now. No interception.
Lights out or okay?
He playing lights out because you've gone 4 games, no interceptions. You know what I'm saying?
Well, that's big for him with no interceptions. Now that's huge. I get that.
Tomorrow.
You don't have to throw for 30 touchdowns in your first 4 games, which he's damn near did before, to prove to anybody that you're an elite quarterback. The dude is coming to play this year. He's just trying to stay healthy.
Kev?
I got San Francisco in a landslide. Dallas, first of all, if Dak Prescott ain't threw an interception this year, guess what? It starts tomorrow.
Oh.
That is the best defense in the league. It is the best offense in the league. They're clearly the best team in the league.
They ain't the best defense in the league. Don't say that.
Yes, they are.
No, they're not.
Bro, Dak Prescott going to start throwing interceptions tomorrow.
They're not the best.
Then they just
has not been winning.
Didn't they just acquire
They've been winning off their
defensive player?
Huh?
Didn't they just acquire another defensive player to that bonded defense?
They picked up Gregory. Now, he probably ain't going to play tomorrow, but they picked up Gregory, was going to make their defense even better. Dallas ain't beat San Francisco in 2 years. What the hell makes y'all think they're going to beat them tomorrow at San Francisco? Let's ask ourselves that. Number 2, Dak Prescott, I love him. I defend him half the time. But when he runs up against the San Francisco defense tomorrow, he turns the ball over. He goes back to Dakota Prescott. So don't worry about it. He ain't through none yet.
He goes back to
tomorrow.
Dakota. Who you going back? Dakota. Come on, man. Come on. Ain't that the little girl from Denzel movie? Dakota.
No, that's his real name. Hey, 10-0, Sly, but carry on. That's his real name, Ben.
Yeah, I know, but man, that everybody gonna be tuning in to see that game, man. Man, there's been so many possible trades, rumors, and all of that. Kev saw a possible trade for these players, so we're gonna do a little bit of smoke or ash. We ain't did that in a long time. So these possible trades, would you smoke it or ash it? Because Kev, I'm starting off with your boy. They talking about Saquon to be traded to the Bucks for a 2nd round pick, a 2nd and a 4th round pick. Would you smoke that or ash that?
I'm gonna ash that.
Breida been playing now.
All right. I'm gonna ask that. Number 1, they're not trading Saquon Barkley. Now, if anything, they won't re-sign him. They won't re-tag him or nothing, and they'll let him walk in free agency. That may happen. That's a real possibility. But to say they're going to trade him, that's ridiculous. So I'm asking that. He may not be a Giant next year because they're probably not going to tag him and they're probably going to let him walk. They're not trading. So let's ask that.
Sly Dog, you smoking it or ashing it?
I think I'm to the Bucks. No, I mean he would be in the same predicament. Why take that? But I mean, I'm a ash it. I think I agree with Kev. They'll probably let him go first before they trade him. But I mean, that's just the Giants. They stupid. So yeah, they'll let him walk and won't get nothing for him. So yeah, I believe you. I totally agree with you, Kev.
DY.
It's a
Hey, House, he better than any running back you got.
it's a trifecta over here, man. I'd ash that too, man. I just don't see the whole storyline between the New York Giants and Saquon doesn't end with a trade to Tampa. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna be there long term. I don't think there's no plans to get rid of him, even with the new regime in there. So he's sticking around.
Well, just so y'all know, Jonathan Taylor, 3-year, $42 million extension with the Colts.
Oh, they gave him his
They
money.
went ahead and folded. They went and folded. 26.5 guaranteed.
I mean, they doing what the Giants, for some reason, have no sense of doing. The coach know for Richardson to be any good, keep the running back. But the Giants,
somebody got an Irsay's head. Somebody got an Irsay's ear.
Yeah, how about his quarterback?
Right. So I mean,
that's good.
They folded like
maybe he'll set the trend on running backs.
No, who's gonna set the trend on running backs is Saquon when he walked for free.
Well, Jacobs ain't get paid either, sir. So what the Raiders doing?
We're talking.
So
about,
what we talking about?
Okay.
No, Jacobs got
maybe that'll set the trend for running backs.
Raiders,
3-year, 42
the Raiders are Raidering.
You talking about a mudslide or a tornado? Take your pick. Raiders, Giants.
Well, speaking about the Raiders,
okay,
another rumored trade out there is Devontae Adams to the Bills for a first rounder and a third rounder.
I'm gonna smoke that. That's stupid. I'll smoke it. I'll smoke that trade right in the same conference.
But I will say this though: if the Raiders keep losing, Devontae is already chirping, which means he wants out.
He should.
So, hey man, if he chirps loud enough, the Raiders might have to get rid of him. So that ain't necessarily. I don't know where he's going, but that ain't necessarily a dead issue. Like he's chirping right now, bro. And he wants out.
Yeah.
That ain't really a dead issue.
He wanted out when they got rid of his boy Carr.
Right. He's been downhill ever since.
Him on. He last man on the island over there.
They got rid of Carr for a dude that can't even stay healthy. I'm done.
Yeah.
But he got a lot of friends though in Vegas.
Another rumor. I see T. Higgins going to the Cards. Why the Cards? I don't. But that was a rumor for a second rounder, a fifth rounder, and a third rounder in 2025.
You know what?
Like, wow.
I'm gonna smoke that. You know why? Because they can't afford them. You just gave Burrow the money. You gotta pay Chase. Like there's no questions asked, right? You just gave Mixon money. They can't afford him. So I get that. Get something for him instead of letting him walk. I get that. That makes sense.
They can franchise him.
You gonna franchise a wide receiver?
Why not? Keep him with your team one more year and see if y'all can make another Super Bowl run.
Right, especially the way they rolling right now.
All right, well,
and one of the biggest rumors I had here was Kirk Cousins to the Patriots.
Now that makes sense. I'll smoke that.
But that's if the Vikings want to get something for him. They know they're not going to re-sign him. Now, you know what? That might be. Now I think about it.
But the problem with that is he ain't got nobody to throw to. They don't know.
Ain't got nobody.
Ain't no wide receivers. The tight end got all. Yeah, but well,
Now that right there would be strong. That would be strong. You know.
Well, Ben,
what Minnesota gonna do with Mac Jones?
I know what they're gonna do with him. Send him to the Giants with the other Jones.
Nah, we good. We're in the Caleb Williams sweepstakes.
Caleb, yeah, y'all are actually. But as bad y'all luck is, it'll be Bears 1, Giants 2, Bears 3.
Yeah, hey, then Mr. Mara is gonna come call him. Hey, Poe, expect a call, baby.
Right. hey, Kevo, that's how bad it's gonna be. Bears 1 from Carolina, Giants 2, Bears 3, pick 3. You gonna be like, what the?
I'll be sick.
Then you'll be like, the Bears need to trade Caleb. They ain't trade that number 1 pick.
Now we'll just be calling polls at that point.
The Bears gonna trade you the pick. You have to send them Saquon and somebody a few more things.
Y'all ain't gonna want Saquon.
No, we really ain't.
Saquon be a free agent. We can't trade him.
Well, we can, if number 30 Johnson, if he keep ducking his head, he ain't gonna be no good to us either.
Well, watching Montgomery be a beast in Detroit has been very hard for me, man.
Man got new life, baby.
Man, he got new life.
Yeah, he balling.
He's playing so every game.
Listen, he playing so well that stud from Alabama, Gibbs, ain't seeing the field. He playing so well. And he a beast. And he only getting about 6 to 10 carries a game, and Montgomery getting all the rest, eating it up.
Montgomery balling out though, bro. You gotta, it's the hot hand right now.
But to be honest with you, if the problem we gonna have with Herbert can't stay healthy. Herbert gonna be gone too. We gonna get rid of Herbert. Herbert just like Montgomery. They can't stay healthy. Now Montgomery gonna play a couple more games. He'll be hurt by game 7.
But y'all turned the team over to Herbert though. Remember that?
Yeah, but that's why we brought in the rookie. I mean, plus it made sense to let him go.
I was on the fence with that, getting rid of him, man, because it wasn't like he wasn't beasting here. He just didn't have the long runs and stuff. But now, he got these long 30-yard runs in every game that he played in.
Well, that's
and like you said, he's going. He got
the man got 100 yards a game and a touchdown every game. Every game,
right? Right. Out of 4 games, he missed 1. What's up, D.Y.?
I said, whoop the friggin' dude, man. Get off this dude jock. All right. He is who we thought he is. And just like in years past, he gonna continue to get hurt because of his bruising, punishing style. You know what I'm saying? So he ain't doing nothing different than he did in Chicago.
Yep.
Not one thing.
I didn't see 100 yards a game and a touchdown every game in Chicago.
It wasn't no. It ain't
I didn't see that.
And he has had a touchdown in every game.
I'm just telling you, that's what he's gonna continue to equate to be that. He's not going to become some super spectacular superstar at this point.
Well, at this point,
well, he look it.
What'd you say, Sly?
I said, man, at this point, man, I don't think they made a bad move by doing that. You trade for DJ Who Young. The Bears need 2 things in this draft coming up. This is my opinion. Being you need a defensive tackle and you need a wide receiver. I say take the defensive tackle. It depends who that. But I would trade if they do be one. I would trade the Giants the number 1 pick. And we can't get nobody off their team like he stole more. So we just take their 1st, 2nd, 3rd, and 4th for the next 2 years. Call it a day.
Man, you nuts.
For the number 1 pick? What the hell you think you gonna get?
For the next 2 years, we finna give you our number 1 pick.
Okay. Well, I bet Atlanta give it to us.
We the reason you got Justin Fields to begin with. You remember that?
And then you fired him.
We did.
You started right after the draft. And that was my favorite GM of all time.
No.
I hope he in the middle of Lake Michigan somewhere.
He was the best GM the Giants had.
Never.
Well, we're gonna take a commercial break, and then we're gonna come back and watch some clips with the Bears and Justin Fields' conference and his press conference and so forth when we get back, and get into some real Bears talk on this last game.
I gotta go.
For what?
I gotta get ready for you and your stuff. So y'all have a nice day. Peace out.
All right, take us to a commercial, man. Pay some bills.
And go Bears. I hate.
How do you take care of your mind health?
For my mental health, I meditate in the mornings.
I have my dogs. They're the best.
I just find ways that help me just relax.
Finding things that make me happy, like being close to my family.
I meditate a lot and read books.
I have hobbies outside of the game. I'm able to switch off. I'm able to turn my brain off from the game of basketball.
Your mind health matters.
Your mind health matters.
Yeah, hello. I'm really not sure if this is what you all do, but I really don't have anywhere else to turn.
Hi. I don't even know why I'm calling right now. I'm sorry. My thoughts are going a mile a minute.
My kids are out of state. My buddies from the Army are all gone now. I'm really alone.
I left the service last year. My mom just passed away a few months ago. I miss so much time with her. I keep getting calls about the bills, and I'm trying to get a job, but I feel so stuck.
Okay, ma'am. I'm glad you called.
Okay, sir. Let's stay on the line and walk through some things.
Thanks.
Okay.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Hey, it's your boy, the Superback, Sean Sierra, and be sure to follow Sports Zone Chicago on all social media platforms. On Facebook, Instagram, and our Roku channel, you can find us at Sports Zone Chicago. And on Twitter, we are at Sports Zone Shy. Also, be sure to download our mobile app so you can take Sports Zone Chicago with you on the go.
That's a great front four for Washington, but the line does its job and open and making the catch inside the 30-yard line. DJ Moore. Four-man rush again. Fields to the end zone. Moore. Touchdown. So Fields, who had the big first half last catch, as he did on the last play, and he's stuffed in the backfield. So on third and short here from the 26-yard line. Fields is going to keep it. Has blocking as well.
All right. So we just watched some clips from the Bears. And, the last two games, the offense has been pretty much, had some dynamic plays. We moved the ball. The chain's been moving. Yeah, that one game we should have won. Defense collapsed. We stopped. The Bears kind of took their foot off the gas, but they came right back on Thursday night and put up a show. So, I mean, do y'all see this continuing uh, with the Bears and the offense? You know, the defense played pretty well Thursday night as well. So, have we seen this turning point? Because I was listening to sports radio while I was rolling the other morning, and they were saying that Justin switches. The light and finally clicked on for him. Do you think that's you agree with that, DY? That the lighting clicked on, and now this is what we're gonna get from Justin on a more
Well,
consistent basis.
well, when you mention the light is Luke Getzey, and the light is clicked on for him. He's finally gotten out of his own way and realized, how he can play call for Justin Fields instead of just play calling. So what you've seen in the last two games has been a lot of growth, I think, from the coordinator. A lot of things, and we talked about this weeks ago, and everybody was, blaming Justin. And granted, he ain't been perfect. He still got a lot of room to improve. But the scheme, the game plan was not. It was not set to fit. It was not built for Justin Fields' talents. And what you've seen in the last 2 weeks has been continued progress. What you saw from last week to this week has been continued progress on a short week. You saw how much he was able to recognize the defense and have the ability to recognize one-on-one matchups, get that ball to his receivers. And granted, he overthrew a few, made a few mistakes, but those big plays, that corner route to Moore in the end zone where he tip tap for that touchdown. Come on, man. It don't get no better than that. Another thing that I think that you saw from last week to this week is how he's pushing the ball down the field. A lot more big plays, a lot more chunk plays that was done in this Washington game than it was in the game before. You think about the next 2 weeks. We got Minnesota coming up, and then I believe the Raiders after that. The Raiders, it should be a winnable game based upon what they've been doing so far. And you should be able to take this mini bye and get your defensive players back. The core of that defense was supposed to be the secondary, and the secondary's been out since game one. So I look for the Bears to become. I look for them to get over 500 in the next few games.
I hate to ask Kevin, but the floor is yours.
I'll be objective. I don't know if it's sustainable because you haven't done it enough times to do it. The things they're doing now is the things that Bears fans been asking for damn near 2 years. So to say all of a sudden the light clicked on and this is how it's going to be the rest of the year, that's not been proven. So yes, the last two games, and I've seen it on ESPN. Justin Fields has the most touchdowns in the league right now. Did y'all know that?
Mm.
The last two games, he's had 4 touchdowns a game, 3 touchdowns a game, something like that.
4.
He has the most touchdowns in the league. No one. That'd be a trivia question. No one would ever guess that. So does it look good now? Yes. The last 2 games, yes. Some click. Even though they gave up the lead last week, they still ran off 30 points. Same way they came out rolling in Washington, right? They found something. Justin letting it go. He's not holding the ball. He realized he got DJ Moore on the damn team for crying out loud. Cool. But now my question would be, what happens when they start double teaming DJ Moore? Where else is he going? Like the Bears, and I'm gonna tell y'all this: the Bears and the Giants was the leading rush teams in the league last year. Both our quarterbacks ran, both our running backs ran, right? So Justin has stopped running per se. What happens when they double team DJ Moore? Then what? Like what's the adjustment? Like so this
there.
Yeah, but Komet,
he looking pretty good.
We watched the game. Yeah, 8 TDs. I got all that. That's the last 2 games. Great. But what I'm saying is, I don't see a running game like the Bears had last year. Your defense really can't stop a cold. Like I'm just saying, it's been great because the offense can put up 30 points. And the defense last week gave it up. This week held on. And I'm just saying it needs to be, more than 2 games
Consistency.
for me.
They
Like,
need to,
y'all Bears
they need to
fans,
show some
y'all tell me.
consistency, especially on the
But
defensive side of the ball. Like you just said, they maintained, but they did let the Commanders score a couple of touchdowns in the second half.
Yeah.
And I myself said, "Uh-oh, here we go again." But like you said, they were able to maintain. They got the Vikings next up, so the Vikings, they can't stop a cold. So
Minnesota ain't good this year either.
right, they can't stop a cold, and if you can contain Jefferson and Cousins, now we got another victory. And then we go on to play the Raiders, and the Raiders raid. So, but they could put up some points though. But if they can hold the Raiders, and then we go to the Chargers, and that offhand on Herbert, that's going to affect him more than people realize. He broke that. What is that? His middle finger. That's big for a quarterback, even if it's not his throwing arm.
But if Camille's Matt like he did Raiders, I don't know, bro.
Yeah,
He look like he's on a revenge tour this year.
well, he always played well against the Raiders. He take that very, very personal. So anytime he line up on the other side, that's silver and black, he go bananas. He was out there like water boy.
He was on.
Look,
I don't know. For me, I just got to see a couple games consistency, man. I don't trust the coaching staff. I think they need to be fired.
I
don't. I don't. You got 2 games. You ain't. Hey, it feel good for Bears fans because winning, scoring 30 a game, it looks good, give you some excitement. I get it, but I don't trust the coaching staff, bro.
And
I
I
mean,
totally
Tell you what helped out the Bears too. Jenkins came back Thursday night.
Yeah, and that was
That
huge.
helped out too.
That was huge. But look, this team is ever evolving. You talk about the defensive side of the ball, and I think even with the coaching is somewhat evolving. Eberflus blitzed more this past game than he has all year. And I think it's something to that. He's realizing and understanding that if his front four can't get there, he can rely on that secondary to stay competitive. They give up some chunk plays too, but in the same respect, him getting to the quarterback, they had 5 sacks this past game. And granted, Washington's offensive line wasn't shit. But to come in that game, get 5 sacks, to build upon that momentum, because like I said, you're going to have the next 10 days off. Now you start bringing back Eddie Jacksons. Now you start bringing back Kyler Gordon and these ball hawking DBs that's out here that's looking for more than just a tackle. So, but I agree with you. No matter what, I still think the coaching, gotta go. Still think it's time to bring somebody new up in here, but we know how the Bears do.
well,
Unfortunately,
DY, you see the question that's on the board: Will the coaching staff be fired, even if Fields continue to put up similar numbers to the last game throughout the year? Is this coaching core pretty much signed their own death certificate?
if if Eberflus goes, let's see, 4. So they have 13 games left, right? Let's say Eberflus goes 10-3 to finish the season out. 10-3.
What?
I'm just saying. I'm speaking in hypotheticals. If he goes 10-3, I mean, you talking about how you gonna keep this coaching staff 10-3, 9-4 in the remaining amount of games. They can't. I don't think they could afford to go 500 or less and keep this same coaching staff. They've just shown too much to the lack of experience to continue to keep on with this staff. But if they go 9-4 in the next 13 games, how could you fire them?
Did y'all notice Poles was on the sideline Thursday night?
Yep.
Now, what does that tell you?
He want to be like Jerry Jones.
So he watching.
Tells
He
me
watching.
had they either lost the game or blew that lead, Eberflus was fired in the next week and a half. Poles ain't never been on the sideline, bro. We was tripping on that. We was like, he on the sideline like this, bro. So that tells you right there they don't believe in Eberflus. They just get he on the sideline like, give me a reason. So,
So
bro,
you saying
he was
he
already on
he
his
on the
way out.
sideline like Purple Rain? You better kick ass tonight, kid. They squeezing you.
Yeah, that's what it was. Dude was on the side. So that tells me they were ready to fire him now. Which means, okay, DY, 10-3, 9-4, whatever it is. But he on shaky ground now.
But the thing is,
so he ain't coming back.
In my history of watching the Bears ain't never fired a coach mid-season.
They don't get down like that. I agree. The Bears don't get down like that. For all the years, we talk all we want. Now, they'll Black Monday you, but they won't get you during the year. Totally agree with that. But Poles was on the sideline for a reason Thursday night. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, he had a serious look until the game was actually won. He started smiling, and you saw him give a couple of, smiles and nods. I saw him high five a couple of players, but the first half, man.
Bro, he was down there. I want to see this firsthand. I want to see the interaction with the players. I want to listen to this dude call play. Like, he was on, like, dude. And so they play Thursday. They don't play till next Sunday.
Right.
I tell you, dog, he was on his way up out of here.
Yeah, I agree. I totally agree. It was right. He was right for the picking. And I agree with you about Poles. Poles is trying to get down there. Let me see what the hell is going. What are you telling these players? Where's the coach?
So guess what? When I saw him on the field and the look, I thought he was gonna snatch the headset and the clipboard.
It was ready because they was coming. Remember, Washington was coming back too. So he like,
They were.
So
they missed that field goal that hurt. And then the Bears went down and scored again. They were pretty much game. But they had momentum.
Hey, I could have sworn I saw him look up in the press booth at the coordinators like, y'all better do something.
Dude, I'm telling you, man, he was down there for Eberflus. I'm telling you.
Well,
dude had Washington come back, he would have been fired. Guaranteed. At some point this week.
Sean, you're part of the press now. What was your take? Tell us, say you getting some in the back stuff that we not privy to. So what was the feeling that you got?
Pause.
Come on,
good call. They're not firing him. All right, because you're losing two coaches. Then you're losing the head coach, you're losing the D coordinator, and you don't have anybody competent. You just lost one D coordinator, and now you're going to lose the second one. So if anything is happening, it's going to be at the end of the season. If he goes from your lips to God's ears, DY, if he goes 10-3, all right, the last you can't fire him. There's no way, because here's why. If he goes 10-3, that's an 11-game win streak. That's an 11-game win streak. I don't know how in God's name you fire a coach with an 11-game win streak to end the season. That means they win the division. That means they're in the playoffs. God forbid they win a game in the playoffs. It's not going to happen. But also it'll tell you this, that Justin Fields gets it, that Luke Getsy gets it. That's the most important thing. Is Justin developing? You go 10-3, 9-4, the remainder of the season. Luke Getsy gets it. Luke Getsy gets it. He understands, okay, this is how I got to play with Justin Fields. This is how I got to call my game and plan my game around him. Bet. It means he's got it. The light switch went on for him and using him. So if they continue to ball out, and then that defense is only going to get better. All right, Javon Dexter had a really good game, his best game of the season, small sample size, of course, but best game of his season. He had a couple of nice TFL. Billings had a nice TFL. They look good. They're only going to get better. So that defense ain't going to be as bad. Not going to say great, Not even good. But they're not going to be as bad toward the end of the season. And then with these picks, it's going to be tough. If they go deep, I'd say they got to go, man, minimum 8 wins. If they're 9-8, I think he might stay. Because think about it. You won 3 games last year, and it's a 300% increase of what you did last year. It's very difficult, but again, because that's going to mean Justin Fields has developed. Justin Fields, if he's putting up 250 a game, I'm not even asking for 300. If he's putting up 250 a game and 2 tutties a game, man, that's going to be real tough to. So you're going to get rid of him and have him learn a new system, have his offensive line learn a new system, have his wide receivers. That whole offense has to learn a new system. So now we got to wait another 2 years.
I mean, you brought a coach that was 10-6.
We did, but that's not. It wasn't this front office. It wasn't this general manager. It wasn't this president. That was 10 years ago. Different people, a lot more incompetent people back then. Not saying this group is very competent yet, but a lot of incompetent people back then. But you are correct, 10-6.
Okay, let me ask you this, Sean. Why do you think Poles was on the sideline Thursday night?
Change it up. He wasn't finding them. You can't. You just can't. You can't do that in the middle of the season. It's one of those things.
I know the Bears don't get down like that. That ain't their norm. I get it. But I'm saying, why you think all of a sudden on a Thursday night game, Poles showed up on the sideline like this?
Sometimes
why you think that?
Spark some energy.
I think he just wanted to be close to the action. I think, being in that booth, you're not close to the action. You can hear, you can have people tell you what's going on. You can feel what's going on. But when you're down there, and when you can't feel what's going on when you're up there, but I think he wanted to be down there. He wanted to get the feel of the energy, because that tell you what, that showed that Poles has not lost the locker room, because that was a big question amongst probably the front office, but definitely in the press and the jamokes who write and dumbasses who don't know football. That was a big question, legitimate question. But now that you realize Poles hasn't lost that locker room, because if he did, these guys would have folded. These guys would have laid down. He hasn't lost that locker room. So that's the feel I think he got. Has he gotten? Let me be around this. Let me get that energy. All right, it's very clear, because when you're in an opposing stadium, all right, you ain't faking the funk. You can't draw off the energy from the home crowd and fake it for a little while. It's you against the world. So there was he got a pure feel of the vibe. I think that's what he wanted. And then they went out and they handled their business. And I was like, who thought of it? Who's the fucking bright guy to throw the football to an all-star receiver? Whose bright idea was that?
Imagine that.
Well, you finally realized he on the team.
Well, I'm looking at the targets. I'm looking at the targets on the year. Moore been targeted 34 times. Komet 29. Mooney 16. Herbert 18. Johnson 12. Claypool had 14 targets.
With 3 catches.
Catching the ball. 4 catches. But, the
irony is those numbers are juvenile. If you look at the top wide receivers and the top offenses in the league, they pale in comparison. You're talking about 50 targets already for, maybe Josh Allen and his wide receiving core. Well, we're nowhere near where we need to be. But what we've done in the last 2 games. Let me ask you this. You look at the momentum, you look at the role that Justin Fields has been on. Don't you think if he does this, let's say the next 2 to 3 games, they're going to be talking about him as an MVP candidate, when last week people were saying that he is a bum, get rid of him, he needs to go somewhere else and start over.
Yep.
If he does this for another 3 weeks and we get past that Las Vegas game, they're going to be talking about him as an MVP candidate.
Puts up these numbers, they will.
As the world turns.
That's how one of the guys on the radio.
He has 4-5 touchdowns a damn game.
He wants to get back on the Justin Fields bandwagon.
Right.
Come on, man. And I told you last week, I said on my show, I've said it all, I am nowhere near. That's not even a remote possibility right now for me to be out on Justin Fields. This guy is too good. He was trained to be a winner. He's a winner. All right. Give him people around him, give him some dogs. And he realized, oh shit, I got DJ Moore.
DJ Moore is that dude. And the thing that bothers me about people say, oh, he's a number one, but he's not a top tier. Why is he not in the top tier? Is Justin Jefferson in the top tier if he has 9 different quarterbacks, eight different quarterbacks in 5 years? Would he have the same numbers as he had now? What about Tyreek Hill? Would he be in the top tier if he didn't have Patrick Mahomes? All right, it's who you play with, system, and
I'm
who
gonna
you
put it
play
in perspective. DY Hill got 40 targets. Moore got 34. It ain't that far off.
Yeah, but you also got Jalen Waddle on Miami too.
That is true.
You ain't got to worry about going to.
You got
to spread it.
You got to talk about those teams with pure number ones. You know what I'm saying? I'm not talking about a team. They spread that ball out so much in Miami that, you know what I'm saying, nobody on that team will lead the league in anything other than maybe multi-purpose yards. But look at the pure combo wide receivers in the league, or the upper echelon of combo wide receiver quarterbacks in the league. That's what I'm talking about. And if you can put that comparison with Fields and DJ Moore, Jefferson and Minnesota quarterback, you know what I'm saying, Diggs and Josh Allen, that's what I'm talking about.
A.J. Brown, 43 targets. Smith, 29. We're not that far off as far as targets. Now, yards out of the catch, that's something different. Yeah,
we still got
true.
the extra game.
We're going to see next game when they start double teaming DJ Moore.
But they've been double teaming DJ Moore, dude. They've been double teaming him all season since he. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
it's not
like, Thursday night.
Hey.
Well,
hey, I can't speak for Washington, dog. I can't speak for them. But they were double team. They were. You know what? They're playing a couple.
He was just burning players right from the get go.
They're playing a lot of heavy cover too.
A lot of double moves out of him. He was just running past them and just like, I'm open, I'm open.
Yeah, he was killing.
Yeah, you know, I wish he would have broke the record. Yeah, he was close.
That would have been dope. That would have been real nice. That would have been real nice had he been able to do that. But unfortunately,
and Kevo, we're gonna find out the answer to your question, especially in the next 2 weeks, because they're gonna be double teaming the next 2 weeks. So where's that release valve? Not only is it gonna be in Cole Kmet,
should be Kmet. Right.
Now you got.
Well, we had a Tunyon sighting. He had 6 targets, man.
Yeah, Tunyon played.
I forgot that Tunyon was on the squad.
Yeah.
So we obviously checking the middle of the field, which is where we should be if we don't got the down the field threat. But the running backs are getting a piece of that.
They dinged up. They dinged up now.
Yeah, but we've been running the ball.
And
you finally saw design run plays for Justin Fields in that last game, which means what? He's going to continue to run that ball to his strengths. It's good having Tevin Jenkins back. Trust me.
Mm-hmm. Did you notice as soon as Tevin Jenkins went out when he was on a pitch count? So as soon as he went out, Ja'Tyre Carter got his ass run over. Mm-hmm. Run the hell over. I was like, man, dude. And I've been posted on Facebook and Twitter. Was like, what the hell happened to Tevin Jenkins? Why ain't he in there? And they're like, no, he's on a pitch count. I'm like, you better go a full complete game, a full 9 innings, son. I'm sorry.
Right. Yeah, because he didn't even start. He came in the game.
No. Yeah.
Right. We was watching the game like, hey man, they said he was out. They say he was practicing, but he was out. He came running in the game.
Yeah, you saying that pitch count. And I mean, I get it. You want to make sure that he's right, you know, slowly integrate him back in, because who knows what his stamina was. But when he was out there, he made things happen.
So you wanted to see DY. You wanted to see here are the targets. All right. Here are your targets. Jefferson, 47. All right, Moore, 34. It's in 5 games. But let's not get it twisted. All right. Numbers you can manipulate numbers every way you want. I mean, if DJ Moore continues to have games like he had, he only needs 9 targets. You know what I'm saying? He only needs, you might Justin Jefferson or some other guys, they might have 6-yard, 12-yard, 13-yard, 25-yard. The thing about DJ Moore that I love, you show me a wide receiver who's better. Maybe there might be someone that's just as good, but you show me a wide receiver who's better at Yak. That Joker got a running back body. He's bottom heavy. He's solid. I mean, look at most of his yards he got. We're almost 100 yards what he got were after contact.
Yeah.
So, you know,
Yeah.
it's that dude is he's a beast. And ever since Steve Smith said that, man, on draft night when he said the Carolina Panthers, he said he goes, ever since I retired, they have failed to replace me. He goes, until now. Dude, that man is the dude, man. He's that dude. And you know what? You're right, Kev. Maybe they blatantly bracket him, but it's not a secret. Like, he was their number one choice. So as soon as they traded for him, defensive coordinators all right, coordinators are like, all right, we got to shade his side. It wasn't even a question. So now Tunyon, Komet.
But is it ironic when they bench Claypool, everything just fell into play?
No, that's more than that.
Because Claypool
he was out there running half-ass routes, getting in the way.
No, I think it was just more. It finally clicked
because it looks more fluent now. It looks more fluent with the receivers out there.
But you know what?
He was just out there.
He wasn't doing jack.
Well, he wasn't a target.
But
He's missing blocking assignments and stuff like that.
You know how a lot of times players, in their contract year, and okay, obviously Chase Claypool is an exception. In the contract year, they ball out. All right, they're under some pressure. All right, the pressure was on Getsy. The pressure is on Getsy. The pressure is on Eberflus. Which is why he brought more pressure on Thursday. The pressure's on them. They feel it. They know it. They ain't dumb. They got people who read social media, even if they're not on it. They know. They got the pulse. So they got to do. You got to do what you got to do to survive.
Right.
So, and if this becomes their norm, good. And then you know what? Then the pressure was worth it. Which is why I said if this continues, you can't fire them. If they go 9-4, 10-3, the remainder of the season, there's no way, because that means their culture would have changed. That means the locker room would have changed. That means that Getsy's now calling plays that benefit Justin and this offense. The defense, and all this whole while, defense keep getting better and better and better. And don't forget, last week we didn't have our 3 or 4 of our starting 5 secondary guys were out.
Mm-hmm.
So
and Briscoe with a hamstring.
Bowles was on the sideline for a reason.
Yeah, I don't think it was a lot. There was much to it. I'm just saying I don't think there was much to it. I just think he wanted to get the vibe of and feel of it. Like, okay, how is this guy? Maybe he said, if he did lose the locker room, I bet it's done deal at the end of the year. All right, because you just can't do it now, bro. You
to the Bears' credit, they don't get down like that. Like during the year, the Bears don't do that. Mm-hmm. But all I'm saying is that would have been 15 straight games, bro.
Would have been, yeah.
And you could say he getting a pulse of the team, see if I like the locker room. Okay, that's cool. But we tripped on it. We was watching with the fellas. We like, is that Poles on the sideline? Like, dude.
You know what? I was surprised that the NFL didn't turn around and drug test more like they did A.J. Brown after the game. Hey, come here for a minute, Claire. Come here.
First of all, that's
insult.
I have a good game and I'm on drugs.
Yep. Leave it to the NFL. Leave it to the NFL.
I'm just saying, the game he had was better than A.J. Brown. And they said, after you talk to Pam Oliver on the sideline, come here.
They had a guy right off camera, right next to the cameraman, going like.
With 2 security guards, like, yeah, they're gonna walk you to the bathroom. His name already on the cup. His name on the cup.
Man, just got to be playing a football game.
Hey, they pull up a blue tent right there, right up there, right now.
Right. Come on to the tent, player. That I never understood, man. I never understood that, man.
They ain't put up no tent. They just put a circle around them. Like, hurry up and go ahead.
Everybody with their back to him.
Yep, exactly. Hurry up and do
it. So we hoping. I think everybody here in Chicago, except for Kevin, is hoping that the Bears continue this, and just looking at the schedule, I mean, man, schedule
Favorable for us.
is very favorable for
Hey man, take 1 week at a time, Bears fans.
That's
Let's
all we
let's
got.
not start looking at the schedule.
Oh,
You
we
ain't earned the
can't.
right to start looking at the schedule. You got one
We
win
can't
in your last
stand.
15 games. Don't start looking at the schedule. Let's not do that. Go one game at a time. Look at Minnesota. Concentrate on that. You have not earned the right to start looking down at the schedule. You ain't earned
We
the right.
can't as fans, bro. We can
It's
do
just
it.
one
As
win.
long as they don't do it.
Learn from it. Let's go. Don't
As long
start
as they
looking at the
don't do
damn
it.
schedule. You ain't earned the right to do that.
No.
Week at a
As long
time.
as long as the players don't do it, that's cool. We could do that. Because I
Well,
see.
fans can do it,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And I
but the
think
players, no. You ain't earned the right.
no. You
Go
won
to the
one
next
game.
week, see what happens.
Yeah, you forget the
playing
game
well.
and you on to the next. Win or lose, you forget that game because you got
That's what you
another
got to
one
do.
coming.
You ain't
Well, they get
earned
to
the right to
enjoy
start
it
looking
Thursday,
down the damn
Friday,
schedule.
Saturday. They get to enjoy it Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. They
Right.
can forget
This
about
week.
it on Monday. They can forget
Right.
about it on Monday.
Monday,
They get back to
time to
work.
get back to it. Get
Yeah.
back to it. But Kev, you said you wanted it. You wanted a KDL's view. So we're gonna give you your KDL's view. And House, if you out there, I hope you watching.
What's happening? What's happening? Ladies and gentlemen, first of all, I don't need House to watch because he can't be honest about his Bears. They 1-14 in the last 15 games. So if he can't be honest with that, stay out of Giants business. Welcome to KDL's View. I picked this segment today because I'm tired. I'm tired, man. I'm tired as a Giants fan. Look, we suck right now. It's absolutely embarrassing last week. And even though it was 24-3, hell, it could have been 55-3. Doesn't matter. That's what it looked like. We are an embarrassment to the New York Giants. And I know Justin Tuck, Michael Strahan, Lawrence Taylor are rolling over in their graves watching this current Giants team.
They're not dead.
We are still
Hey,
working. We are still looking for an
killed all
offensive.
of them.
Realize I'm going to go down the list. We ain't had an offensive line since Bradshaw and Jacobs. Those of you, the Giants fans, that's our last two running backs that had great breakout seasons because we had an offensive line. You know when that was? That was 2007 and 2011, during that time frame when we won the damn Super Bowl. Since then, we hadn't made the playoffs since 2016. So that was 2011, 2016. Absolutely sucked. All of a sudden, we jumped up and made the playoffs in 2016. You know what happened in 2016? Before the playoff game, they all got on the boat, went and got high, and proceeded to get their ass whooped in the playoffs. That's exactly what happened. Fast forward. The next time the Giants made the playoffs was last year. It's 2022. Count the years. Now that's 6 years removed from the playoffs. 2022. All of a sudden, wasn't a great season, 9-7, competitive, made the playoffs, win a road game. That's cool. You know what they did in 2023 in the current? They resorted back to 2 years ago. Now, all of a sudden, you can't tackle. You can't even get the special teams to turn. You can't catch punts, kickoffs. Now we fumbling the ball. We can't tackle worth a damn. We look like sin high school.
Oh no!
Like, it's just ridiculous. You can't tackle. You can't catch. The quarterback who had a great year last year, I'm not saying he earned his money, but they had to pay him because they ain't had no damn choice. The quarterback market. Everybody get on. He's not worth the money, but that's the market. So they had to pay him. You know what the quarterback did? Reverted back to 2 years ago. All of a sudden, he running, fumbling again. He's throwing pick sixes, 90-yard pick sixes. Like, it's just ridiculous. I'm tired as a Giants fan, man. I'm tired. We focused on the offensive line ever since the black dude was there, ever since Gettleman was there, and ever since the dude that's there now. Can't get offensive line. They picked some offensive line on high. You know what they did? They missed. Evan Neal, you ain't blocked nobody since Alabama. And you got the nerve to be mad at the fans for booing. You say they work at McDonald's or something like that. That's insulting to a Giants fan that's been a Giants fan as long as you've been on the damn team. You told them they work at McDonald's, you one hit away from joining them. So shut up and block better. Stop letting people run around your big ass to get to Daniel Jones. Daniel Jones, you ain't got sense enough to get the hell out the pocket. You weren't doing that last year. Why you resorting back, bro? Look, man, I'm tired. I'm tired as a Giants fan. I'm tired. I'm tired. I'm just tired. They don't throw the ball. I'll answer that, whoever that is. I'll answer that. They don't throw the ball to Waller because the offensive line is so bad, he's in there blocking. Similar to Komet. And then that pick six, whoever that is, that pick six, I'm going to take you back to Monday night. The pick six Daniel Jones threw, Waller was wide open in the back of the end zone. Instead, he zeroed in on the wide receiver through a pick six. Waller was wide open. So, A, you're right. They need to use Waller more. What the hell you get him for? Secondly, he's so busy blocking that he can't break out to get open. Because by the time he break out, Daniel Jones is on his ass. They was teeing up. Look, man, don't get me tired. Look, man, I'm tired. Giants, I'm tired. Do damn better. Right, looking like the damn Bears for crying out loud.
Oh, cut it.
I'm done.
Come on. Hey, Kev.
Tired, man. I'm tired.
I blame you. I blame you, Kev. And I'm going to tell you why.
You blame me for that play?
Yes. Because you talk so much trash about the Bears and then the Giants play afterwards. So your karma is just coming right back at you.
Right,
my man,
Karma, Kevin.
You say,
hey, 24 hours time span to come back.
Save that energy. And what you say, you're out of there. You're out of there.
You're over.
Yeah, Kev. They always play after us, and you go in on the Bears so hard, your team can't perform just because of you. I think it's your fault. If you were to be silent during the Bears game, maybe the Giants will play better. You should try it sometime.
Tired, man. Tired as a Giants fan. I'm tired.
Well, you need to go start thinking about who you're going to put in that spot and how you going to do it.
They give me 1 year of hope, and all of a sudden they resort right back. So you telling me you can win a playoff game on the road in January, and you come back in October, and all of a sudden can't score, can't block, can't catch. Come on, man. Like,
hey, that tackling in the last game, man, was just horrendous.
Hey, they found something that worked that got you to the playoffs, so now you got to change it.
Well, go back to what worked. You was running Daniel Jones.
Why
you weren't standing back there trying to pass. You was running it.
You got to change it. It's a new year. That worked. Now let's change it.
Right.
They went out.
You should see your face, man.
I'll tell you what happened. They went out. So they gave Daniel Jones the money. Now all of a sudden we want him to actually pass the ball. So we go out and get Waller. We go out and get the rookie from the Hyatt from Tennessee. Tear the top off the roof if they throw on the ball. But they won't do it. You know why they won't do it? Because guys like Evan Neal, who complain about the fans booing, won't block. So Daniel Jones don't get sacked. So you can't use
I tell you the other day, shit show loading.
Not blocking. You can't use him because Daniel Jones is on his ass by the time he tried to throw the ball. Like, it's just ridiculous, man. Man, sick of that, man.
One thing I haven't heard you say is anything about your coach. And you know you had this offensive-minded coach who's still calling plays for you all. Why hasn't the coach caught any flack from you in regards to how poorly their team's doing this shit?
Ooh, good.
I agree with you. It does fall. Ultimately, it falls on the coach, right? Because as great as he got Coach of the Year last year, and as great as everybody said he was, bro, this overall team, special teams debacle, like can't catch punts, can't tackle nobody. Can't, right? Ultimately, I agree with you, DY. It falls on the coach. But he's going to take the blame for it, which is why he's out here throwing tablets. He was like, hey, man, look, man, you know what? Fuck it. Right? Hey, you're hopeless.
Daniel Jones
he has to take the blame for it because
had a couple of moments
your team to play, I'll be ready to play. or something's going on to where whatever you practicing all week, because it look like they don't practice. They look like they practice to you. Like, how do you practice that? Like, so
Dabo ran up on Jones. Jones looked at him. I swear, if they would have turned the camera around, he probably was like, "Fuck you," and walked past him because he was getting killed.
no, he looked at him like, "What are you doing, bro? What are you doing?" And Daniel Jones
He's
kept
running for
on.
his life. He running for his life.
No. When he threw that pick six, he had time to throw. That wasn't the
Yeah,
play.
he did. I give you that. I give
He
you
just
that.
threw it to the wrong person.
He like Justin
Look,
Fields.
man, we ain't the Jets. This is not hopeless, right?
He got to
We
get
can
out
turn
of
this
that.
around. The
Making plays.
Giants got talent. They added talent, and they just regressing as a team, man. They look like the 2019 Giants. It's just ridiculous, bro. And it's disappointing because I came in and I didn't think we was gonna win the Super Bowl tonight. But I came in this year. Okay, we made the playoffs last year. Picked up Waller, picked up Hyatt, got Simmons, who we should have got in the same draft as Daniel Jones. Be honest with you. But we got Simmons. So we added to the already good defense. You paid the defense. You kept everybody. Okay, let's go. Let's see how far we can go. Right? And we get out game one. Game one, bro. And get humiliated. Humiliated. Can't even score. Dallas was 10 off on his ass, too. That's just ridiculous, man.
Well,
all right, man.
Hey, Kev, I don't know what to say to you, but I'm just gonna say it's your fault. Change your energy.
How does the same
something.
player regress, though, bro, in a matter of months? Like, how does that
Change
happen?
your energy, Kev.
I mean, look, we in the same predicament. The Bears are in the same predicament. You think about all the momentum that we felt like they had coming from the offseason. I ain't even talking about last year. Coming from the offseason, all the hope that we had. To look at the first two games and look how badly we got beat. Look how badly the play calling was, the scheme was. It was horrendous. When you look at us now, we've obviously turned the page. Thing about the Giants is they have to turn that page here pretty soon. You know.
But y'all running off 30 a game.
Yeah. That's kind of
we
what
we throwing parades for a touchdown, for crying out loud. Like, it's ridiculous, man. It's just ridiculous.
Well, like I said, D-Wade, you had a great question though. When are they going to start looking at the head coach like, hey,
they respect him. They
make some
everybody
you got to make some adjustments.
But
you got to make some adjustments because it ain't.
He's coaching the year, bro. Like,
time to change.
Year.
He also calling the plays though, Kevin.
Well, yeah. Everybody is. Yeah.
That's because you didn't sign. You don't play my. You got rid of my St. Rita guy, Kenny Galladay. That's why you guys are doing terrible.
He couldn't stay healthy.
Oh man.
Yeah. Well, the injury bug hadn't hit y'all like it has in the previous years, so this is the shocker. Like, what's going on? Got to change up the plays or something. And Daniel Jones cannot hold the ball more than 7 seconds, man.
Well, Shepard is still healthy because he's barely playing. The only reason he's still healthy.
He's still on the team?
Claypool.
Yeah.
He barely playing. No, he ain't hurt yet.
Well, we got about 5 minutes left. So I want to start our parting shots, man. Hey, Kev, you know preseason. I know it's preseason. Lakers Warriors tonight. Just so you understand.
Ain't nobody playing, dog.
Well, we know LBJ ain't playing.
No, ain't nobody playing. And if they play, they ain't gonna play more than 5-10 minutes. I don't look forward to that. Hell, Draymond hurt. Like, it don't mean that. They use this game just to see how they're gonna use Chris Paul. That's all they doing.
Damn.
Lakers probably play all the young cats they picked up. You know.
Honestly, I don't know how that's gonna work out with CP3 in the Warriors uniform, man. I don't. I really don't. But
he coming off the bench.
He gonna start now because Draymond ain't gonna start the season. But once they realize Clay can't play the 4, then they'll change that up.
They should realize that automatically. But It's neither here nor there, as
Once
you say, Kev.
Clay start getting killed by like Anthony Davis and people like that, they're gonna change that up.
We will see, but the NBA is getting ready to start, so we'll start throwing that into the a little bit more. But we'll give our partner shots. DY, I'll let you start out first, man.
Man, again, another fabulous day. Thanks for inviting me on the show, brother. Appreciate everybody out there that tuned in today. Much love. And go Bears.
Yes, sir. Yeah, I like that joint there. That black joint hot. Sean, since you be at the stadium a lot more than us, you need to bring back some gear, man. Just saying. KDL.
Dude, hold on. You act like I get in the locker room like, hey, let me get a t-shirt. Let me get hey, let me get that helmet. Let me get that.
Yeah, like you Eberflus.
Hey, he better go in there with a backpack.
Yeah, like he a group.
He better go in there with a backpack. You see something laying and just pick it up.
Hey, you know how long it's taking our people to get in the locker room? I ain't gonna mess that up.
Man. No, but that's good shit. Good shit.
I'm gonna give up the Bears fans, man. Congratulations. Y'all was coming up on a year anniversary, for crying out loud. So I know it feel good this weekend. And I know y'all probably gonna talk shit about my Giants tomorrow or whatever. That's cool. Y'all got your chest out this weekend. That's cool. I get it. You know what? I'm gonna give y'all the weekend. I get it. Y'all won a game. It feel good. You know, at the end of the day, Chicago's a Bears town. I don't give a damn about the Cubs, the Sox, the Bulls, none of that. It's a Bears town. I know that. I've lived here 52 years. I get it. So when the Bears win, I get it. Y'all cloud nine. I get it. My partner shots, man. Thank everybody for tuning in. Scott, we finna come holler at you, man. Let's get it. Happy 50th, bro. We're gonna come celebrate with you. Stacy's Part 4. Join us if you can. Holla back. Hey, Pink Smoke. Pink Smoke next Saturday, y'all. Next Saturday. NOLA Cigar Lounge, 99th and Torrance. Come holler at us. SmokeFellas in the building.
Yeah, the Pink Smoke will be happening. Supporting breast cancer awareness, man. So, you know,
all proceeds go to breast cancer foundation or whatever it is. I forgot the particular name of it. But breast cancer awareness, come holler at us. Second annual Pink Smoke. We're in the building.
Yeah, this is something that we do every year. So if you want to come hang out with the Smoke Fellas, make sure you guys come on out there. And as I always say at the end of every show, where there's smoke,
there's the fellas.
So Sean, you can take us on out. We'll be back with you all next week. I won't be here. I will be on PTO. So my fellas hold it down. We do what we do.
Man, life gonna change, baby.
Good.
Ain't no changes, man. Ain't no changes.
Congrats, bro.
My left hand just to be a little heavier. That's all.
No, the facts.
Well, you're gonna use your left hand a lot more.
Pause.
I've been there.